Hi guys, welcome to session number 10 of Marketing 101. And in this session, we are going to start a new topic of marketing, which is called marketing mix. Now, before starting marketing mix, let us understand what we have covered this far. So, when we started with the concept of marketing, we defined it as a concept or as a process where we identify and anticipate and satisfy customer requirement. So, the basic idea behind the marketing process is you identify the needs and wants of the customer and try to build a product around those needs and requirements. So every good marketing manager is involved in the process of marketing. Not only him, there are a lot of other people also. You can call them, they are the representative of an organization. They are involved in that marketing process. So when we talk about marketing mix, so basically marketing mix is a bunch of decisions related to obviously the process of marketing, where they have to decide a suitable combination of different marketing policies and procedures which they have to bring together so that the organization for which they are working, that organization is able to earn profit. I'm telling you again that marketing is not about earning profit. And the first purpose of marketing is to satisfy the needs of the customer. So when we talk about the decision making process, so there are a lot of elements in the process of marketing. We have covered this element in our previous sessions. So these elements are the marketing itself, the advertising process, the selling process. It could be a personal selling or it could be a non-personal selling, the pricing of the product, the packaging of the product, the channels which we are going to use to distribute our goods to our final customer, even our warehousing needs, that where are our goods stored before they are sold to the final customer. All these items have to be combined together so that the end process or the end goal of organization to earn profit can be achieved. So more specifically, when we are talking about marketing mix, we are basically trying to make decisions related to all these items, be it a personal selling, marketing, advertising, pricing, packaging, channel, warehousing. So in short, you can say that marketing mix is about deciding a very optimum combination of four elements. These elements are product, price, promotion, and distribution. From this comes the four P's of marketing. These four P's are the product itself, the price of the product, the promotion techniques which are used, and finally the place. We are going to cover these particular four P's element of the marketing in a coming session. So in marketing mix, let us understand what are the characteristics of marketing mix. So first and foremost, a good marketing mix is the core of marketing process. Now, why do we say that marketing mix is the core of marketing process? Is because there are different elements which are present in the marketing mix. I think four P's, you can call four P's as the element of the marketing which are involved in the marketing mix. So if the marketing mix is good, then the impact will also be good. For example, a good marketing mix is essential. And when do we call a marketing mix is good? When the four elements of the marketing, they are used or they are applied in their optimum manner. So that combination, in the marketing mix, the combination of four P's, they have to be very appropriate. And if they are not appropriate, organization is not going to attain the best result for itself. Then second characteristics of marketing is that marketing mix has to be reviewed constantly in order to meet the changing environment. I think we have covered this topic when we were studying marketing environment, that our marketing environment, be it internal or be it external, it is constantly changing. So that marketing mix has to be very dynamic process. We will cover this topic separately, but this marketing process, this has to be controlled, this has to be monitored continuously because that market scenario is constantly changing. So therefore, this marketing mix has to be reviewed constantly to meet the requirement of the changing environment. Third, changes in external environment facilitate alteration in the mix. Again, this comes from the market environment topic only. When we were studying marketing environment, we saw that this environment consists of internal factors and external factors. A small example, in external factors, we have customers. Customer is a very big significant external environment factor. So that customer, the needs of the customer, the preference of the customer, the taste of the customer, the fashion decision of the customer, it is constantly changing. So if you are not able to meet that changing requirement of the customer, you are not able to achieve your organizational goal or your marketing goal per se. So this external environment, they have to be constantly monitored as well. So a good marketing manager has to carry out market analysis on a regular basis so that he can track the changes in the marketing mix. Then just like we have the external environment, we have internal environment. So these changes taking place within the firm also necessitate change in the marketing mix. Marketing environment is internal as well as external. So when we talk about internal environment, we are talking about an environment within the organization. This means the size of the organization, the product line of the organization, the ideology of the organization. All these items have also to be regularly monitored because a change within the organization changes a lot of things. Then we have applicable to business and non-business organization. See, the concept of marketing mix is not only limited to the business organization only, that is organization which are there for profit making. It is also essential for the non-business organization. Let's take an example of an educational institute. Now, educational institute which is providing the education to the masses, the need of the masses is constantly changing. The technology available to the masses is constantly changing. The availability of the access to the knowledge to the masses is also constantly changing. A good marketing mix for an educational institute is to keep on updating its course, its curriculum, and the price as well, because we know that knowledge is readily accessible now. You can easily go to a YouTube and search the topic which you want to study. So it is also, the marketing mix is not only applicable to business organization but is also applicable to the non-business organization. And finally, the main characteristics, or one of the main characteristics of marketing mix, is that it helps to achieve organizational goals. So basically, let us understand what organizational goals are. Any good organization wants to earn profit. That is the main aim of the organization, because if they are able to earn profit, they will be able to reinvest that profit in their organization and to make that product more innovative. So a good marketing mix helps you to achieve that sales target. It helps you to earn that profit target, and then these profits can again be reinvested in the organization itself. And the final point of characteristic is that concentrate on customer. I think we are covering this particular topic in our marketing on a regular basis, that marketing is all about concentrating on the customer. You cannot ignore the customers and build a product. When you are building a product in the marketing, it is necessary, it is important that you consider the needs and wants of the customer. Then the next topic, you have to understand the features of a marketing mix. So the first feature of marketing mix, that there are a lot of interdependent variables. So when we talk about the elements of the marketing mix, that is the price, the place, the promotion, and the product. So these four elements, they are interconnected. All these four items, they are not behaving independently. They are dependent upon each other. What happens to the price affect the product also. It affect the place also. What the kind of decision you take for the place, that is the warehousing or the distribution channel, it affects the product also. It affects the price also. Then it helps you to achieve your marketing target. So marketing targets, it might be your sales target, it might be your profit target, it might be your that customer retention target, that you don't want to lose a particular set of customers, or it could be that customer satisfaction. A good marketing mix helps you to achieve these targets. Then this marketing mix is a flexible concept. Where do you mean a flexible concept? That this process is a very dynamic process. This the process of marketing mix, deciding the right combination of these four P's, is a very dynamic concept. It keeps on changing. One variable affect all other variable because they are dependent on each other. So one variable may either be increase or decrease for one product. So price may be important for one set of product, but for other set of product, maybe the place is more important. Your distribution decision is more important. Then, because these things are dynamic, so they have to be constantly monitored. What do you mean by constantly monitored? That a good marketing manager may has to constantly revise their marketing mix decisions. Because today it might happen that your product, the main USP of your product is the price. But it may happen that the taste of the customer may change. They may be willing to pay more for our product, but with a better feature. So in that case, you as a marketing manager will keep on focusing on the price, but customer have moved beyond the price. Now they are looking for a good product. So in order to meet that constantly changing demand and needs and wants of the customer, you have to constantly monitor your marketing mix. And finally, again, we are repeating the point. Customer as a focal point. Focal point means at the center of it all is the customer. A good marketing mix focuses on the customer. Marketing activities are revolving around your customer. The value of the product which you are delivering to the customer, you are not defining that value. You are trying to tell your customer about your product. That is the communication process. But the value of the product, it is defined by the customer. It's the customer who attaches a value to your product. And if the customer is attaching a good value to your product, only then you will be able to achieve your goal. So these were the features of your marketing mix. Now let us understand what are the steps which are involved in developing a good marketing mix, and these steps should be followed through the book by a good marketing manager. So the first step is you define the uniqueness of your product. Now, how do you define the uniqueness of your product? The idea behind step number one is that you do not define the uniqueness of your product. You define that uniqueness of the product with the help of the customer. So I think you must have heard about customer survey. So I won't focus on that, but I will focus on another thing, which is called creating a focus group. Now, what is a focus group? You assemble a group of customers who come from different backgrounds. So they might be from different economic background, they might be from different ethnic background, they might be from what their preferences are. According to that, you can assemble a group. The idea is to create a bunch of customers, a group of customers who have different backgrounds. When you show your product to these customers, you identify what are the things which are attracting to every customer from every segment. This is the concept of focus group. So idea is you identify the importance of unique feature to the customer. And because your customers belongs to different background, so you're basically trying to identify what feature of your product is attracting what kind of customer. The second step is you understand that customer who is purchasing the product. So step two, you focus on the customer. That is, the product is covered in step number one. The unique features are covered in step number one. Step number two, you identify or you want to know about the customer who is going to buy your product. Basically, what are their needs? What value do they associate to the product? Because that defines a lot about the customer. That what kind of value they are associating with the product. So it can be the design of the product, it could be the features of the product, it could be the color of the product, it could be the budget of the product. But all the customers who are associating different values with the customer, it tells a lot about the customer. And ultimately, understanding this process, step number two, it helps you to market your product accordingly to that set of customers. And step number three, we focus on the competition. We understand the competition. See, it might happen that the market you want to target, the segment you want to target, it is already catered by your rival group. So that rival group is already present in that market. So what do? You cannot leave that market to your rival. You want to fight for the market share. So you provide a lot of benefit to the customers. Now these benefits could be in the form of discount, it could be in the form of the warranties. Basically, you are trying to transfer a subjective value to the customer. So setting an ideal price or a very competitive price can also be a marketing technique in step number three. A very good example is when Reliance Jio entered into the market. It provided free internet, 1 GB internet per day, free of cost to its customer. So what Jio was trying to do, it was trying to wipe out the competition from the market. In step number four, we evaluate the option of place. That is how we are going to deliver our product to the customer. So basically, our distribution channel. The idea behind step number four is that our customer should not face any difficulty when they want to connect with our product. Imagine you are able to communicate the features of the product to the customer very successfully. But when it comes to the buying of the product, that is when it comes to the availability of the product, the customer faces a lot of difficulty. So what happens? Ultimately, the customer, even if your product is so good, even if the customer is very impressed by the features of your product, ultimately that customer will not going to buy your product because your products are not easily available. So step number four in a marketing mix is to identify, okay, what kind of distribution channel we focus on. What kind of online or offline warehousing or retailing should we retail ourselves or we should hire third party retailers? All these items, all these decisions have to be taken care in step number four. In step number five comes the communication strategy. Basically, you are trying to appeal to the masses. You are trying to transfer the knowledge of your product to the customer. You are trying to tell them about the key features of your product. You are trying to tell them the benefit they will get when they will buy your product. So basically, the transfer of the information. And in step number six, as we have said that all these items are interdependent on each other, step number six is basically about monitoring. We want to monitor, we want to control, or we want to constantly keep an eye on all the elements, whether they are working in harmony with each other. Because even if we are lacking in one element, even if we are lacking in the pricing, our price is very bad, our product is very good, but our price is not competitive. We are charging a very high price in comparison to our competitor. So what will happen? Ultimately, even though we have prepared a very good product, we will not be able to achieve our target. So step number six in developing a marketing mix is to analyze that all the elements of marketing are working together. The last topic of our today's session will be the importance of marketing mix. Now, why is marketing mix important? Now, more or less, we have already covered the importance of marketing mix. So let us understand first, why is marketing mix important from the marketing approach. So first and foremost, if we are following a good marketing mix, in a nutshell, what is marketing mix? That we try to establish or we try to formulate best combination of our 4 P's. That is the product, the price, the promotion, and the place. So if we are able to achieve a good marketing mix, what will happen? We will be able to formulate a very effective marketing strategy. And how we implement that marketing strategy is also an importance of the marketing mix. Then it integrates the essential of effective marketing, again the same point. Then it allows us, a good marketing mix is also allows us to analyze and assess the feasibility and role of the product and services. The product and services basically are market offering. What we are, as a product, what we are offering to the market, we are very critically able to analyze that market offering. And finally, it identifies appropriate distribution channel and set a suitable price. Then the importance of marketing mix from the point of view of value creation. Now, what do you mean by value creation? So basically, we are focusing on the customer. When a customer buys a product, they are buying a product because they want some kind of value from our product, from our market offering. So a good marketing mix helps us to create that utility to the customer. And because we are focusing on their needs and wants, they will see that yes, we prefer our customer a lot than the profit. If we are able to get a good marketing mix, then we will able not only to transfer some value to our customer, but we will be also able to transfer the idea that yes, for us our customer is important and not the profit. It also provides for selection of suitable distribution channel, because I want to create a value for my customer. So my target will be to get a distribution channel which does not add into the value, or which does not eat into the value, I should say. So I would not choose a distribution channel which increase the price of the product, because if the price of the product increases, the value it transfers to the customer decreases. So if I am going to get a good marketing mix, then I will be able to get a good distribution channel. I will be able to make a decision which is the appropriate, which is the most optimal for my customer and not for the organization. Finally, where target customer is more likely to look around for offered services or product. If I am following a good marketing mix, then I will be able to establish, okay, that this is the place where the customer goes to buy my product. So I will be available in that place. This, if my customer buys online, so I will try to establish an online channel. Similarly, if the customer is buying offline, I will try to establish a distribution channel offline. So importance of marketing is also relevant when it comes to value creation for the customer. With this, we end our introduction to marketing mix. In our coming session, we will dig deep into the concept of marketing mix. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys are interested in understanding the concept of macroeconomics, then I have a separate playlist for that. Do check it out. Thank you so much for watching.